So I guess first of all, congratulations on all the success. It sounds such like you have such an amazing career ahead of you. Let's start with your background in storytelling because it's not easy to be found as an author. It takes a lot of effort. Where do you come from in this aspect of it?
Definitely with Wattpad, I feel like I started writing on it and then I got more readers and then I started building a community. Like that was something that came out like organic and naturally for me. It wasn't
Mm.
like plan on it. It came naturally. And then, the opportunities start coming because of the community that I already had. So definitely Wattpad was the beginning for everything.
Mhm. It takes a lot of effort to notice on Wattpad. It's a community, a lot of people who are very extremely talented. How do you feel being one of the few people who actually, have gotten their story like go to the point where you've gotten it where it's a Netflix movie now?
It feels amazing. It feels surreal. Sometimes I can't believe it that it's actually happening, but it feels really good. And it also feels like pay off for all the years that I work on because I've been on Wattpad like for 12 years. It's not something, success is not something that you create like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It has definitely been a lot of, staying in there, putting my chapters or like every week, every once a week, and, keeping my community active. So I feel like sometimes people miss that. They think like, oh, I woke up one day and then I got a movie on Netflix and that's it. No, there's a lot of work behind it, and that's definitely paid off now.
uh, for that work, how do you keep yourself motivated? How do you keep on going, for 12 years and now, to get the success you've gotten right now?
I feel like it's the readers. I'm just gonna say that because I don't think I can ever stop posting on Wattpad because I love the comments, I love the interaction, and the readers are the ones that keep me going whenever I'm having a bad day, whenever I'm having some down moment, that I'm doubting everything that I am and where I'm going. Those crises that we sometimes have. I feel like my readers have my back, and I can just write a tweet and be like, oh my gosh, I'm down today, and they're like, what's up? And you want a hug, and they're like always there encouraging me. So it's kind of like a family online that I have. So that's definitely, what kept me going and motivated whenever I felt like I was, losing it.
For me, I saw through my window a couple of months ago. It was on my recommended list. Such an incredible watch. For people who haven't discovered you on Wattpad, how would you sell this story? Because it's such an amazing coming of age story.
Well, definitely coming of age, discovering a lot of yourself, exploring your sexuality. I feel like the story is very good at that, showing, without any kind of taboo, any kind of issue with it. Like just a girl going through her teenage years and going through everything she's feeling through that crush. I feel like a lot of people, find themselves in the main character because we have all that moment that we had a crush on somebody and we were very intense about it. So I feel like it's a story that people can relate to, or at least at some point of their lives that they went through something similar.
Definitely. And being part of the Latin community, it's so difficult to get our stories told. How proud of you having this diverse story, even though it's so diverse, it's so universal. How proud are you of having this story told?
I'm sorry, what was that? You broke out a little bit.
How proud of you of having this story told?
Oh, I'm very, very excited. I'm very, very proud of the work and all the team that is behind it, because it's not only me now. It was only me when I wrote it, but now there's a lot of people involved. There's the cast, there's the production, there's Wattpad Studios, there's everybody that is now working on something that I created. So I'm very happy.
And you have two sequels coming up. How does that feel?
It feels great. I already watched the movie. Can't say anything about it, but I already watched it. Author privilege. It's really good. I
Awesome.
think people are going to enjoy it.
Awesome. And you're at WatCon. How does that feel to be, on the other side now? You were a writer, you know, a little bit before this, and now you're presenting. How does that feel?
It feels really good because when I was in Venezuela, I did some signings, and a lot of the things that my readers came up to me was saying like, oh, you made it, I can make it too. because you look like me and you made it, so maybe there's a chance for me. So it's kind of like being that face of, oh, I can do that too. I can achieve some of my dreams. So that's very exciting for me, like to be a little face that people can relate to, for that.
Definitely. And yeah, representation is always important, but it's equally as important to have it be high quality, much like your story is, like the production of this story. So how important was it to get to that next step where it's not just my story's being told, but my story's being told properly and in good quality?
Well, when I first heard it was Netflix, I was so happy because I know Netflix would have a good budget. It would be a good production, and that kind of eased a lot of my insecurities about it. But then I saw the script, and then I saw the cast, and I was like, and the cast is amazing. They're so excited about the project all the time when I talk to them. So I felt really, really excited about the whole thing.
Awesome. And talking at WhatCon, what do you hope people take away? What's the message that you most want to tell the people who are attending WhatCon?
I feel like if you are a writer, keep working, keep writing, don't stop, because sometimes we have this idea that, success is immediate, like it's going to happen like that. And no, it's not. It takes a lot of work. So I feel like people they need to push and push, and keep going. Sometimes when the days are bad, because eventually you get there. I know it sounds cliche, but that's kind of what happened with me. So it's 12 years. So
yeah. What were some of the most difficult parts about, promoting yourself on all these different social medias?
I think it's consuming. It's definitely consuming, and you have to find a balance. And sometimes I have to step back, and sometimes my mom makes me step back. It's just like, you're doing too much. You are overwhelmed. You need to step back and just to know what the balance is, because sometimes we don't want to go out too long because, you lose that interaction and that engagement. But you also have to take a little break here and there from all that space, because, social media is it's a big time consuming, tool.
Definitely. Well, congratulations on all this. This story is amazing. I definitely hope more people get to watch it, and I can't wait for the sequels.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your time, and have a blast at WhatCon.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.